to the near side. He's got a man at the 20. Shakes a tackle at the 20, out over the 25, up to the 28-yard line. Is it enough? No, not enough for the first down. But the Blue Devils may as well go here. 26-21. They've got to hold on to the football.
Well, they've got to. 2:19 to go in the game. Lebanon's going to take a timeout. We'll keep it right here. Lebanon comes on the bootleg action. Matt Lassiter on the corner dumps it to Jamila Kaysen, who runs over a couple of people and gets out near the first down marker. He's got about 2 yards, a long, strong 2 yards to go for the first. And Lebanon head coach Ron Marshall has sent the big boy package out on the field. They'll be unbalanced to the right side. David Marshall, Edric Burns, Michael Robertson, 3 guys at around 300 pounds up front. Easter in the backfield. Ligon in the backfield as fullbacks. And the tailback will be Aaron Pickett, will be dotting the I as Lebanon hopes to just grind this thing out right here and pick up this important 4th and 2. We've got to have a conversion right here. The Blue Devils trail by 5 with 2 minutes and 19 seconds to go.
Pickett may be their fastest back, and he should be rested now. 4th and 2 for the Blue Devils. Lebanon going to move, and that's going to cost them 5.
Oh, man. Bubba Ligon lined up as one of the extra fullbacks. If he just goes in motion right there, the play continues. Bubba stuttered, clutched, and now instead of it being 4th down and 2, it's 4th down and 7.
4th and 7. They move the ball back to the 23-yard line, and the Blue Devils have got to have a big play here or it's all over. 2:19 left in the football game. They trail 26-21. Again, they take a timeout. And again, we're going to keep it right here because we don't want anything to start before we get an opportunity. The Blue Devils have got to have something that'll work here. They've got to have 7 yards to hold on to the football. And then they've got a long way to go with only 2:19 on the clock.
And, folks, it has boiled down tonight to mistakes. Lebanon has made them in some clutch situations. A couple of turnovers early in the first half. Mistakes with penalties here in the second half. We had some blocks in the back. We had the motion penalty there on one of our running backs. John, 4th down and 7. You've got to get the regular offense back out on the field.
You're right, Tommy. And this is, tell you what, this last 10 minutes of this ball game summed up the Lebanon struggle this year. The first half, they were real flat, made some mistakes. We come out in the second half and really turned on the Jets, got back in the ball game, got the lead, and then the wheels fall off late in the 4th quarter.
The mistakes hurting Lebanon here. We're looking at a 4th down and 7. 2:19 to go in the game. The regular offense back out on the field.
Well, Big Robertson leads them out of the huddle and up to the line. It balls down to this play right now. 4th and 7. Lassiter rolls, wants to throw. Looks, nobody open. Lassiter going to try to turn it and run. He's going to have the first down, I believe, as he crosses the 25 out over the 30.
He got the spot.
To the 31-yard line, and I think he has the first down. A great job by the little guy. I don't know how he made it that far, but he tiptoed down the sidelines and stayed in bounds, and I think is going to have the first down. The guy has gone back from the 31-yard line to the 30 now. So let's see where they're finally going to spot this thing. Lassiter's down on the far side.
There are 2 players down, one a HuntersLane player, and it appears to be Matt Lassiter down on the far side of the field. Lebanon's training staff and assistant coaches over there to check on the injured junior quarterback, Matt Lassiter. And he's on the far side of the field. Let's recap the situation. Lebanon gets the first down. Got the first down with the bootleg run by Lassiter. 2:09 to go in the game. Lebanon trails 26-21. They're still working on Matt across the field. Let's take a 30-second timeout for injury. We'll be back after this quick timeout.
Still in an injury timeout. Quarterback Matt Lassiter is still down across the way, and there's so many people standing around, we don't know what it is, so we won't try to speculate here, but whatever it is going to be costly to the Blue Devils because he's gone almost all the way at quarterback and pulled a big play out of the hat then to get the first down at the 30.5-yard line with 2:09 to play. there was a Hunter's Lane player down also, and now he's just getting up.
John, anything that you can tell? I know you're a long way, but you got a ground view of it.
I have no idea, Tommy. I know everybody is over there with him, and
now they're going to move the chains.
Dr. Bob Kalin, the team doctor for Lebanon, across the way, tending to Matt Lassiter, the junior quarterback, who's down on his back. We're going to take a timeout right here. We'll take a 1-minute timeout, and we'll be back after this. 1 minute. Situation. Yes, John.
Word from one of the Lebanon team trainers that I think both players got knocked out. The Hunter's Lane guy came to a few minutes ago, and you saw him get up and stagger away. And Matt did get knocked out. He has regained consciousness, and they are just checking him out over there, and probably going to bring in, getting the okay from his dad right now, signaling okay back to the fans over here. So he is doing fine. Just got nailed. I tell you what, showed a lot of guts there. Turned the corner, got his head down, and got the first down. And the Hunter's Lane guy made a good stick over there too, and it knocked them both silly. And Matt is now back and talking to the coaches and trainers. Of course, they're going to take every precaution that is available. We're going to bring him in and take him to the hospital because he did get knocked out. They'll take him in for observation, but
John,
he is okay.
John, it was awfully heartwarming to see both teams, both huddles, kneeling in prayer for Matt, and I'm assuming for the Hunter's Lane player as well. The Blue Devils now kneeling on the sideline, the ambulance being backed up across the way. Tell you what, just start running some commercials back there. Heather, go ahead and take it. Don't send the sound back to us, back down the line, and we'll just monitor off the radio, and you can listen to us. Go ahead and plan on taking about a 90-second break, and just keep running them, and we'll tell you when we want you to come back to us. We'll be back in about 90 seconds, maybe a little bit more.
We'll just keep it here for a few moments because making the tackle on Matt Lassiter on the sweep was the defensive end, Andre Singleton, 6'3", 215 pounds. Lassiter, a little guy, as he is 5'10", 160, but he turned that corner and nudged the football for the first down, was hit by the big defensive end, and it knocked both people out.
And
what a lick.
It was a horrific collision on the far side of the field, and folks who are listening tonight will want to watch the series of plays on a replay on Saturday morning. But Matt, by all accounts, is awake on the far sideline, and they are going to take him to University Medical Center for observation. And you can think back to just really not too many years ago, folks, when it was rare when you had a doctor on the sideline. And now we've got trainers and emergency medical personnel and an orthopedic surgeon right here on the spot, keeping an eye on our players, and that is tremendous. John, I see Jeff making his way back across the field. Maybe at some point you can touch base with him and get an updated report as Jeff Lassiter, father of Matt, heads back across the field. We notice Lanning warming up on the sideline. Cindy, Matt's mother, jumping in the front of the ambulance as they haul Matt into the ambulance and are prepared to take him off the field. It has been several minutes here on the delay as they were seeing to the injured athletes. To recap, Lebanon trails by 5 points, 26-21, 2:09 to go in the game. The Blue Devils have it 1st and 10 thanks to the outstanding effort by Matt Lassiter. Lebanon has the football at the 30-yard line. 1st and 10, Lanning, the backup quarterback, Chad Lanning, the freshman, under center for Lebanon.
Chad Lanning will be in, and concussion is bad, but at least we know it's not broken bones or toe-up knees. Lanning sets him down. 1st and 10 from the 30-and-a-half-yard line. Long count, And Lebanon gets it to Bubba Ligon, still on his feet, going to roll outside and get a yard out of it.
Man, they shot the gap right in the middle, Clyde. They brought 3 people right up the middle, and Bubba never had anywhere to go and somehow moved the stick forward for some kind of progress. 1:48, and the clock is running.
He got almost 2 yards out of nothing. Lebanon again with a 2nd and 8. Lannon, they got Lannon before he had a chance to get back, blowing through the middle. Somebody never touched number 61, as barreling through there is Kevin Cunningham, a 5'9", 200-pound junior. He had Lannon before he got 2 steps out from under the center.
Lebanon out of timeouts, unable to stop the clock. Lanning now looking at a 3rd down and long.
3rd and long. Wideouts everywhere with Bubba Ligon the only setback. And here comes that. Now that guy shot the gap again, and I think it's going to be offsides this time. We're going to have an officials conference to see what we're going to call this.
Comes through the line of scrimmage, offsides against Hunter's-Lane.
Offsides, Hunter's-Lane.
Lanning, the backup quarterback, the freshman.
And 3rd and 8 looks a lot better than 3rd and 13.